Hey everybody, welcome back to Rides and Tides Adventures. Today we're going to continue on with video number 2, part 2, of a series of videos of the installs of some aftermarket accessories that I've got for my 2026 Can-Am Spyder, the Sea to Sky edition. So specifically, we're going to be working on the magnetic grill inserts that are going to go on in front of the radiators, as well as the little bit bigger brake pedal. And I've explained to you why I'm going to go with the bigger brake pedal. It's not for everybody, but I'm going to install it for myself. The grill inserts, as I'm doing the install, I'll go over the reasons why I think that's good for me, and it may be a good option for you as well if you're interested after the video. So yeah, let's get at it. I'll get the bike lifted up on the hoist and make it a little bit easier for this install. So yeah, let's get at it. Okay, so before I do the install video, I wanted to do just basically a parts breakdown of what's included in the kit. So obviously you've got both left and right grill inserts. You've got some alcohol swabs just to clean the mating surface of where you're going to be sticking the angle brackets that the magnets are stuck to. As well as you've got, I guess they call this a primer, which is an adhesion promoter. And that's just going to activate some kind of a reaction to these 3M strips that are on the back of these brackets, just so that you've got a good mating surface. You've got some self-drilling screws that if you don't want to just strictly rely on that 3M strips, you can certainly stick in 2 screws on each bracket, and that would give you a very secure attachment to the Spyder. You've got a little bit of a hook, I guess, to aid in the installation as well as the removal of these side grills. So yeah, let me get this all set up and maybe turn on some lights so we can see what's going on and get this one side installed. Okay, so the first step is going to be getting this alcohol swab and just cleaning the surface where you're going to be sticking those brackets. So obviously when you're looking at where to install these brackets, you're going to go into the middle on the side as well as between the screws where they mount the cowl. So just clean up the surface. Make sure if there's any oil or anything that was previously there is all now cleaned up, and you're right back down to the original surface. So I'm just trying to see. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's really a whole lot that was on the cowl. So yeah, let that dry, and then we'll get into the primer, the adhesion promoter, and we'll do the same thing. We'll spread that on there and let that dry. Okay, with the adhesion promoter, you're going to do the exact same thing in the exact same spot as you did the alcohol swab. So that alcohol pad was already dry, and now this promoter is going to go on to the same area. Yeah, look at that. Takes a little bit of color off. Bouncing you around. Yeah. Okay. I'll stop hitting you. Okay, let that dry, and then we'll get into mounting those 2 brackets. Okay, I'm trying to give you the best view as I can. I've got the shop light kind of half-fast rigged up in there so that at least you can see what I'm going to attempt to do. I've got a just like an old hotel card, whatever, debit card, whatever you got available with a straight edge. Just place that on the front air dam. Peel the 3M backing off of the bracket that you're going to install. Now this is going to be the angled bracket, so the 90-degree bracket goes on the side. So I'm going to just kindly get in front of the camera here. I'm hoping that you can see it. The angle piece is going to go down, and the magnet is going to run along just where that seam is, and it's going to go in straight where that seam is. And then once it's there, you're going to, sorry about pushing you around, you're just going to want to push that down. Just let that 3M adhere. That's the purpose of the promoter, I'm assuming. So yeah. Then you're going to want to do the same thing along the side here. So halfway up, you're going to peel off the backing of the 3M, which that can be quite a chore as well. So a little bit of get a knife blade or something, peel that red tape off. Okay, got that off. That only took me half hour. And the same thing, magnet out. Sorry for bumpy again. We're going to put that in where the seam is. Just make sure it's nice and straight with the seam itself. And push. Now again, the kit does come with some screws. So if you don't feel that that 3M tape is sufficient, get those self-tapping screws and throw 2 in each bracket. The holes are there. Now I thought when I first heard that that's what you have to do, I'm thinking, I don't want screws coming out through the side of my machine. But there is probably 1.5 inches to 2 inches of plastic surrounding it, so you will not have any screws showing. Okay, so those 2 brackets are installed. I'm just going to let them set for about 5-10 minutes and get that magnetic grill installed. Okay. Okay, so one of the tricks that Sling Mods tells you to do, or suggests you do, is grab some soapy water, throw some tape on the air dam, the cowl, whatever, just to aid in the installation. Feed this up through, and they also say that the hook is also good to have so that you can kind of see. Let's see here. Yeah. I think that's going to go up just like that, and then it's going to come forward as I'm pushing this up. So that's what it seems like it has to do. That's exactly what needs to get done. And just going to pull this forward, push it in. And that should just start going back. There. Yeah, that's all snapped in there. Yeah. I felt that snap in. Yeah. Well, that's the install, I guess. Nothing much more to it than that. So yeah, a little bit of a fight to get that in there for the first time, not knowing exactly how it goes. But once it's in there, yeah, those magnets took over, and that's secure, that's for sure. So yeah, the masking tape did help a little bit with the glue, or the the soapy water. And I'll just peel that all off, clean that up, and yeah, I'll give you a look of what it looks like with just the magnetic grill installed. So this is the look of the magnetic grill installed. This is obviously, I was going to say driver's side, but this is the left side. And if I can just move you over to the right side there and shine a light over there. That side, of course, as you've done it once or twice, you get a little bit more familiar with how to install it, a little bit of a trick. So yeah, easy install. I maybe didn't make it look like it was an easy install, but it is really an easy install. Just, I think the solution, pun intended, was soapy water. Soapy water that really helps you put that grill insert in there, and without any issues. And once those magnets take bite of it, you can hear it snap in. It's not moving. But again, you got those screws from the manufacturer. If you don't feel that those that 3M tape is sufficient, then by all means, knock yourself out, put those screws in. So that's the install. So the reasons why I did it was for a couple of reasons. Is I like the look of it. I like the look of the contrast between, you know, the aluminum radiator behind it with the black grill. I think that kind of sets it off. I like that look. And the second one, most importantly, is it's cheap insurance, because if for whatever reason you're out and you're traveling down a road, a rock, pebble, twig, whatever, happens to come up and takes out that grill, you're going to be into some pretty costly repairs, not including, you know, downtime, tow bills, parts, service. So really, for the cost of these grill inserts, it really is cheap insurance. So I would, I would suggest anybody that's got a Spyder, take a serious look at getting these grill inserts. Again, 5-10 minute install, and $150, $160, whatever the cost was US, and you got that cheap insurance. So yeah, so let's move on to the brake pedal. That's going to be another quick, easy install. I think it's just a 10mm socket, and there's 2 bolts. Take them out, some thread lock on the bolts, and replace the brake pedal. So what I'll do is I'll show you a comparison between the stock brake pedal and the aftermarket brake pedal, just so that you have an idea as to why I'm doing what I'm doing. Alrighty, so yeah, let's move on to that. I'll get the camera set up, and yeah, stay tuned. So I've got the Spyder back up on a lift, and I just wanted to give you a kind of like a side-by-side comparison. 10mm ratchet, new brake pedal. You can see the size difference. A little wider, not as tall. So yeah, let's so I mean, I like it. And it's got the kind of same pattern as your floorboard, same as this, so just a little bit bigger brake pedal, that's all it is. Not a big deal. So let me get those 2 bolts out of the back. I'll throw some Loctite on them and reinstall them on the new brake pad. So this is the back of the brake pad. So the 2 stock bolts that are in the stock brake pedal, just remove them, reinstall them here with some Loctite. Okay, let's get at that. So there you have it. You have the brake pedal already installed there. Pretty simple install. That took maybe all of a minute and a half, 2 minutes. Just take the 2 10mm bolts out of the back of the brake pad, or the brake pedal, I should say, and Loctite. Throw on the new brake pedal, tighten that up, And reasons, I think, for me, it's basically for my wife. She's got a smaller foot, obviously, so finding a bigger brake pedal would probably be an asset to her. So it's not for me, it's just strictly for her, and I think it's more of a convenience thing, just pretty much like everything else. So the grill inserts, I know it's a little bit of a quick video, but I just wanted to stress how the importance of those grill inserts. And I think if you were to be on the side of the road with some debris in there, you'd be cursing and swearing, thinking, you know what, shit, I wish I had those grill inserts. That maybe could have saved me a little bit. So upcoming videos, I've got the Garmin Zumo, I got that installed. I was surprised at the power on the Zumo, so I'll get into that on the next video. I was, I guess, ill-informed as far as when I purchased it, what I need for power. So I've got that. I've got some parts ordered for the quad lock because I want to use the cuffs for the phone mount. So one of the questions I had in the previous video was, why do I want to GPS the phone when I have CarPlay? So I kind of answered that question, and I'll answer that question in the upcoming video. Another video coming up will be the lift for the Spyder, how I manufactured the lift with a guy at work in tandem. He had some ideas, and we kind of incorporated my ideas and came up with something that I think is beneficial for a lift and relatively inexpensive. So I think you'll like that. The Freedom trailer, I think I've told you that I bought that. That's why I installed the hitch. I got that out, getting some customization done, so I'll share that with everybody when I get that trailer back and I can do some videos. And I've almost got 800 kilometers, which is, for my American friends, 500 miles. So I've got some likes, I've got some dislikes, and I've got some disappointments, maybe in the manufacturer, Can-Am. So I'll share all that in the upcoming video as well. So stick around. I think you'll get some good information on that. So anybody that's considering buying a newer Spyder, if it's an upgrade or you're just getting back into Spyder riding or it's your first machine, it might be a good video for you to catch up on. So yeah. Anybody that got some value out of this, please give me a thumbs up. The channel is building. I'm trying to get up to 1,000 subscribers. I think I'm close. Anyway, like I say, once I get to 1,000 subscribers, I will have a little bit of a draw for a gift. We'll have a little giveaway. And any subscriber that answers a question that I post will get that gift. Alrighty. So that will do it for today's video. I appreciate you guys being part of the team and the engagement in the discussions and the messages. Always welcome. I appreciate it. A lot of knowledge there. So yeah, let's keep that up. Thanks, fellas. We'll catch you on the next video. Ride safe.